हेलो फ्रेंड्स, 25 अप्रैल 2023 के करंट अफेयर्स में आप सभी का बहुत बहुत स्वागत है। नेशनल टेक्नोलॉजी सेंटर फॉर पोर्ट्स, वाटरवेज एंड कोस्ट, द वेरी फर्स्ट रिपोर्ट. यूनियन मिनिस्टर ऑफ पोर्ट्स, शिपिंग एंड वाटरवेज will inaugurate the National Technology Center for Ports, Waterways and Coasts at IIT Chennai. National Technology Center for Ports, Waterways and Coast is being set up under the Shipping Ministry flagship Sagarmala program. It has been established in IIT Discovery Campus at Chennai in Tamil Nadu at the cost of Rs 77 crore. It works as the technology arm of the Ministry of Shipping and provides the needful technological support to ports, IWAI and other institutions. Mandate is to develop cutting-edge technologies and application products to provide solutions to various challenges faced by the ports and shipping sector. It has world-class capabilities for undertaking 2D and 3D investigations of research and consultancy nature for the port, coastal and waterway sector across all disciplines. It has world-class capabilities for undertaking 2D and 3D investigations of research and consultancy nature for the port, coastal and waterway sector across all disciplines. Sagarmala program. It is the flagship program of the Ministry of Shipping. Objective is to promote port-led development in the country through harnessing India's 7,500 km long coastline, 14,500 km of potentially navigable waterways and strategic location on key international maritime trade routes. Artisan's device. The very next report. Researchers at the Indian Institute of Technology Madras IITM recently developed a device called Artisans to assess the health and age of blood vessels and thereby provide early screening for cardiovascular diseases. Artisan's device is a novel, non-invasive device to assess the health and age of blood vessels and thereby provide early screening for cardiovascular diseases. It has been developed by Healthcare Technology Innovation Center at IIT Madras. It is intended for regular medical checkups, even by non-experts, to evaluate and anticipate vascular health. It is powered by a proprietary non-imaging probe and an intelligent computing platform. ARTSense can assess the effect of molecular and protein level changes in the vessel wall caused due to disease and aging by measuring the material property in a completely non-invasive and accurate manner. The device comprises pressure cuffs to be affixed at the upper arm and thighs and a probe applied to the surface of the neck to detect the carotid artery. It measures carotid arterial stiffness, aortic pulse, wave velocity, and central blood pressure, all three being important markers of cardiovascular health. The State of the World's Children 2023. The very next report. UNICEF released its global flagship report, The State of the World's Children 2023 for Every Child Vaccination, highlighting the significance of childhood immunization. Immunization, also known as vaccination, is the process of protecting an individual or a population from disease by introducing a substance that stimulates the body immune system to recognize and fight the disease causing agents such as virus or bacteria. Findings of the report are the decline in vaccine confidence globally. Over a third of 55 countries studied for vaccine confidence showed a decline. The largest decline in childhood immunization in 30 years. A total of 67 million children missed out on vaccinations between 2019 and 2021. In 2022, the number of measles cases was more than double that the total in the previous year. Existing inequities in vaccination access. Unvaccinated children often live in hard to reach communities such as rural areas or urban slums. There is a growing threat of vaccine hesitancy due to factors such as access to misleading information and declining trust in vaccine efficacy. India's specific findings. Decrease in the number of zero-dose children during the pandemic between 2020 and 2021. The number of zero-dose children in India decreased from 3 million to 2.7 million. However, India was among the top 20 countries with the largest numbers of zero-dose children. Improvement in the importance given to vaccines. 98% of the population in India currently perceive vaccines as important for children. Water budget. Kerala. The very next report. Kerala became the first state to adopt a water budget as a solution to water scarcity during summer months to ensure equitable water distribution. A water budget is a tool used to manage water resources by estimating the total amount of water available in a region and the amount of water used by different sectors. It helps in making informed decisions about water use. It helps in identifying areas of water scarcity. It helps developing strategies for equitable water distribution. It creates awareness about proper water use and avoiding wastage. Udan 5.0, the very next report. The Ministry of Civil Aviation in India has launched the fifth round of Regional Connectivity Scheme Ude Desh Ka Aam Nagrik Udan to improve connectivity in remote and regional areas of the country. Udan scheme was launched as a regional connectivity scheme under the Ministry of Civil Aviation in 2016 to provide affordable, economically viable, and profitable air travel on regional routes to the common man even in small towns. It envisages providing connectivity to unserved and undeserved airports of the country through the revival of existing airstrips and airports. Udan 5.0. No predetermined routes would be offered. Only network and individual route proposal proposed by airlines will be considered. The same route will not be awarded to a single airline more than once, whether in different networks or in the same network. Airlines would be required to commence operations within 4 months of the award of the route. Earlier, this deadline was 6 months. Major Economics Forum on Energy and Climate. The very next report. The leaders' meeting of the Major Economies Forum on Energy and Climate Change has acknowledged climate change as a major challenge. The meeting was attended by the heads of states and ministers of 20 major economies of the world. The purpose is facilitating dialogue among major emitting countries, both developed and developing, to advance efforts against climate change. Launched in 2009 by US President Barack Obama, 20 major economies include India, Australia, Brazil, China, UK, UAE, etc. MEF economies account for roughly 80% of global GDP and global greenhouse gas emissions. Focus achieving international energy agencies. Credible pathways to 1.5 degrees Celsius through decarbonizing energy, reducing deforestation to net zero, launching a methane finance sprint to cut methane emissions, accelerating hydrofluorocarbon phase down under Kigali Amendment, accelerate CCUS technologies through a COP28 carbon management challenge. Hakki Pikki tribal community. The very next report. More than 181 members of Hakki Pikki tribal community from Karnataka are stuck in violence-hit Sudan. The Hakki Pikki tribe is a semi-nomadic tribe traditionally engaged in bird catching and hunting, living in forest areas in West and South India. It is a scheduled tribe in Karnataka and their origin is said to be an ancestral relation with the legendary Rana Pratap Singh. The Hakki Pikki tribe is believed to have originated from Gujarat and Rajasthan and migrated to South India by Andhra Pradesh. The tribe is divided into four clans and has a population of 11,892 in Karnataka. The four clans are Gujaratia, Panwar, Kaliwala, and Mewars and can be equated with caste in traditional Hindu society. The usual age of marriage among the tribe is 18 for women and 22 for men, and cross cousin marriages are preferred. The society is matriarchal and monogamy in the norm. Hakki Pikkis in Karnataka follow Hindu traditions and celebrate all Hindu festivals. Education levels among the Hakki Pikkis are still low. The forest is the main natural resource of the Hakki Pikki. The tribe has faced challenges due to stricter wildlife protection laws, leading them to shift from hunting to selling herbal oil, spices, and plastic flowers in local temple fairs, migration to Africa. In recent years, members of Haki Piki tribe have been traveling to African countries to sell their products as there is huge demand for Ayurvedic products in the continent. Darwin's theory of evolution voiced against NCRT decision. The very next report. The scientific community voiced against NCRT decision to remove Darwin theory of biological evolution from class 10 CBSE textbooks. Charles Darwin is known as the father of evolution due to his contribution to the establishment of theory of evolution. Darwin published this concept of evolution in his book entitled The Origin of Species. Ideas by Darwin on the theory of natural selection. The species keep on changing or evolving with time. As the environment changes, the requirement of the organism also change and they need to adapt to their new environment. According to the natural requirements, the phenomenon of change over a period of time is known as adaptation. According to the Darwin theories, only higher changes tend to get naturally selected and lower ones are automatically eliminated. This leads to progressive evolution and not all the adaptations are able to contribute. All the organisms had a common ancestor at some point in the time, and this kept on diverging since then according to Darwin. As per, as per Charles Darwin, evolution is a gradual and slow process. Darwinism consists of the five principles: overproduction or prodigality of overproduction, variation and heredity, struggle for existence, survival of fittest or natural selection, modification of species. The very first one, overproduction or prodigality of overproduction. Many more individuals are born in each generation that will be able to survive and reproduce. The very second is there is natural variation among individuals of the same species. Many of the favorable adaptations are heredity and are passed on to progeny of future generation, defined by variation and heredity. The third one is struggle for existence. Organic beings increase by a geometrical ratio while food production only increases in an arithmetic ratio such that in a very short time an area will be overpopulated with any one species unless something happens to check the increase. This struggle for existence is threefold as given below: intraspecific struggle, interspecific struggle, and struggle with the environment. Let's see about the interspecific struggle. The interspecific struggle is found among individuals of the same species. Interspecific struggle it is found among organisms of different species living together, and struggle with the environment. Living organisms struggle with adverse environmental conditions like flood, cold waves, heat waves, and earthquakes, etc. Survival of the fittest or natural selection. Individuals with certain characteristics have a better chance of surviving and reproducing than others with less favorable ones. Modifications of species. Gradual modifications of species could have occurred over long periods of geological time through additive processes occurring in the past in same manner as they are occurring in the present. Vault Managers (SCBI). The very next report. SCBI issued a procedure for vault managers to seek prior approval for the change. The vault manager is regulated as a SBI intermediary for providing vaulting services meant for gold deposited to create electronic gold recipients. Electronic gold recipients is a gold exchange measured by SCBI wherein the yellow metal can be traded in the form of electronic gold recipients. The applications of the Vault Manager include accepting deposits, storage and safekeeping of gold, creation as well as withdrawal of EGR, grievance redressal, and periodic reconciliation of physical gold with the records of the depository. Under new the procedure, an application should be made by vault managers to regulator for prior approval through the intermediary portal according to the circular. Applications for fresh registration under a change in control shall be made to SCBI within 6 months from the date of prior approval. The matters which involve a scheme of arrangement and need sanction from the National Company Law Tribunal, the vault manager would have to ensure that the application seeking approval for the proposed change in control would be filed with SCBI before applying with NCLT. The validity of such in principle approval from SCBI would be 3 months, wherein which the relevant application should be made to NCLT. Within 15 days from the date of order of NCLT, the vault manager would have to submit the required documents to SCBI for final approval. Second home for cheetahs, Gandhi Sagar Wildlife Sanctuary. The very next report. Gandhi Sagar Wildlife Sanctuary will be developed as a second home for cheetahs in coming times. Gandhi Sagar Wildlife Sanctuary is situated in northwestern Madhya Pradesh, with one of its boundaries running along the border of Rajasthan. The sanctuary was notified in 1974. Its vast expanse lies with the Mandsaur and Neemuch districts of Madhya Pradesh. River Chambal flows through sanctuary, dividing it in two parts. The principal tree species found in the Gandhi Sagar Wildlife Sanctuary are kher, salai, kardhai, davda, tendu, palash, and the like. Herbivorous like chinkar, nilgai, and spotted deer, and carnivorous like the Indian leopard, striped hyena, and jackal are found in good numbers in the region. The reservoir who has also has a good population of crocodiles, fish, others and turtles. Thank you friends. This is all for about 25th April 2003 current affairs.